Welcome to part 3. This is going to be a hip and thigh bonus, an ab bonus, and then a cool down and stretch. So you could use this on a day that you did cardio. Maybe you went for a run, maybe you went for a swim, something, bike ride, whatever. Maybe you did a different video. This was a different video that you wanted to do. Okay, so we're gonna do 30 seconds, no rest. We're gonna do this three times through, okay? And there are 12 exercises. There's 6 on the right side, and then there's 6 on the left side. So let me get you set up here with the timer. And I know you say 30 seconds, that doesn't seem like a lot. We're gonna concentrate on these legs. Really focus on squeezing these muscles. Okay, so we're gonna lay on the left side. All right, gonna lay on the left side. As soon as I hit this, we're gonna go. I'm gonna come down here. You're gonna bring the legs out on a 45-degree angle. I want you to turn that toe. Okay, so you're gonna roll over onto the hip on the leg you're laying on the left side. And we're gonna keep the toe down and we're gonna lift and lower. And you're gonna feel this in the hip and the outer thigh and the glute, okay? So we raise up and lower. Don't forget, hold that stomach in and roll over, roll onto that left hip so that you can keep that toe pointed down and you're lifting like somebody's got a string attached to your heel. Then we're going to turn that toe up when the beeper goes off and we're going to lower it down for 3, down, 2, 3, and up, down, 2, 3, and up, down, 2, 3, and up. Then we're going to go to a clam shell. So we're going to bring those feet together on the floor and you're going to raise out, lift out, up and down, up and down. Lift. You should be feeling that in the outer thigh and the hip as well as the glute. The next one, this top knee is going to tap in and then it's going to come out and straight down with the heel leading to the floor. So it's in, tap down, 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 in, tap down. Then you're going to take that foot behind, turn that toe, and a single leg lift up, lift and lower. This one's for the inner thigh. We have to hit a little bit with the inner thigh. Give this hip a break because we're going to lay on it. We're going to bring this leg to the front. Drop the knee to the floor. And you're going to bend that leg. And you're going to pulse it up. We're going to roll over onto the right. And we're going to do all of that on the left side. So, come on over, toe points down, lower, going to turn that toe up. Down, 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, and up. Clamshell, squeeze and lift. Next one, knee in, straight down. Knee in, straight down. Heel drops to the floor. Crunch the knee in, glute, hip, thigh. Leg behind, turn that toe, lift it up. Inner thigh of the right leg. Knee to the front, bend that leg, and pulse it up. See if you can see that leg and that foot as you pulse it up each time. Get it up there high and pulse, press. All right, we got 2 more rounds of that. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep us all to the one side for both of these 2 rounds, and then we'll go to the other side for the 2 rounds. Okay, so lay down on the floor. Legs are out on a 45, turn that toe down. Drop down and up. Hip and outer thigh. Tap down, squeeze up. Right here, put that hand right here on that hip and that outer thigh and feel those muscles. As you lower it down, don't just drop that weight to the floor. You want to control it. You can use ankle weights if you want to. You can put bands on, or you can just down, 2, 3, and up. Use the weight of your leg. You don't have to use any weight to feel this. Down, 2, 3, up. Down, 2, 3, up. Clamshell is here. Lift open. If you want, you can have a band around your legs above the knees. Make sure when you're laying here that you engage the core. Stomach is tight. Everything's not just hanging out. Remember, we're going to go to that knee crunch in and then drop the heel to the floor. So it's in, down, ooh, down. This gets those little saddlebags here, you know, on the outer part of the thigh as you twist and lower. Glutes, outer part of the leg, lower down. Gonna give you a break from that top right leg, and we're gonna do the inner thigh. But we're gonna stay on this side. Remember, turn that toe down. We're gonna stay on this side. When the beeper goes off after this next one, after the pulse, we're gonna stay here and we're gonna repeat it on the right leg, and then we'll take everything to the left side and do the 2 rounds on the left side. It makes it easier than trying to roll because we don't have a rest and we lose some time when we roll over. I didn't think about that because I just rolled to my side, other side, because I was at the gym, but I don't want to turn my back to you on them. So we're going to stay here. After this one, when the beeper goes off, we're going back to that leading down where the toe points down. So it's going to be a right leg lead. Your legs will be tired and you'll be happy to move on to the left side. Right here, down and up. Lower it down. Then we're going to turn that toe up, remember? And you're going to drop it down for 3 and then raise it up for 1. Whoa, you should really be feeling that. I can feel it right here. Turn it 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. One, 2, 3. Are you ready for the clamshell? Bend that right leg to meet up with the left, and you lift and lower. Keep your feet together. You're only lifting and squeezing that outer thigh. And get ready, because when the beeper goes off, we're going to tap it to the front, knee to the front, and then lower that heel to the floor. Nice hip rotation on this one. Woo. You should feel it. Who needs lunges, right? Lunges and squats. I can feel these. Tap in, touch down. Tap in, touch down. Ready to give that right top leg a break and do those inner thighs? Leg behind, raise up, point the toe down, inner thigh, lift up, lift up. When the timer goes off, knee comes to the front, bend that left bottom leg, and we're going to pulse it up. Inner thigh pulse. And then we're going to take everything and do it on the left side. Lift it, pulse it up, pulse it, press it. Seconds. Woo. Okay, we're going over to the other side. 2 times on this side and we're done with the legs. So you're going to drop it down. Heel down, 2, 3, and up. Heel down, 2, 3, lift up. Down, 2, 3, lift up. to do the clamshell next. Lift and lower. And we're keeping our heels on the floor. I know sometimes we just rest the legs or the knees and we go up. Keep them down. Squeeze and tighten. Are you ready? We're going to pull that knee in, tap the floor, and then straight down. Knee in and down. Knee in and down. Knee in and down. Leg is going to go behind the bottom leg, behind the right leg. Right leg's going to be straight. Toe is going to be pointed towards the floor as much as possible. And you're going to do a leg lift for the inner thighs. So lift, straight leg out. Lift and lower. Inner thigh. Right here. When the timer goes off, top leg is going to come to the floor. Bend that bottom leg and pulse. 10 more seconds. Pulse it up. Pulse it. And we got one more round of these. So we're going to start back over. Toe is going to point down. 4, 3, going to come down. Legs are on a 45. Down and up. Down, lead up. Draw it back up with your heel. Lift and lower. Hip, outer thigh. Get that saddlebag hip. Get that nice crease right here in the glute. Turn that toe down, 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, and up. Get ready. We're going to do the clamshell next. 5 seconds. Bend those legs, squeeze and lift. Right here, it's not a very high lift. Lift. And get ready. I'll count you down. And we're going to tap that top knee in and then straight heel down. 6, 5, 4, get ready. 1, go in, lower down, in, lower down, in, lower down, lower down. And we've got 2 inner thigh moves. And then we can move on to abs. And then a cool down and a stretch. Ready? Bend that top leg back, bottom leg points down, single leg lift, up and down, up and down. Drop that knee to the floor, bend that leg, pulse it up, pulse it up. going to be like the legs. It's going to be 45 seconds instead. It's going to be no rest. Cue you on each of them. I'm going to turn my timer so that I can see it, and we go. Weighted roll up. Lower that weight, and we're going to do straight legs up, pull in, and opposite elbow to the leg pulling in. Then we're going to do a roll up next. You're going to lift the right leg up as you bring the weight from the left over to the right leg. So you're going to go the left. Then we're going to do a butterfly crunch. Crunch in. Feet are close, knees are out. Now you're going to crunch opposite elbow to opposite knee with that butterfly crunch. Sorry about that, I took it to the center because I said butterfly crunch. Right and left. Right and left. Right. We're going to roll to the right side. And you're going to roll up and crunch that left knee in. Now we're going to roll to the left. Same thing. Hyperextensions. If you have a Bosu ball that you can lay over, a stability ball, I didn't bring any of them out. You can do them right to the floor. It's like doing seal pose. So you can tense your fingertips so that you don't push up with your arms. You're just supporting your weight with your arms, and you're contracting your lower back and back down. Okay, I'm gonna do another round of that. We're gonna go through it one more time. So we're gonna lay down on the floor, and we're gonna start with roll-ups. So as soon as I hit the timer, you're gonna start. Roll up. Reach it back overhead. But don't swing that weight to come up. Contract the abdominals. Then we're going to pull the legs up, hold them overhead in a reverse crunch. Move, but we're going to pull the legs in individually, twisting opposite elbow to opposite leg. So legs up, pull in. It's not about lowering it down. When you lower your leg down, if you don't pay attention and you go too far, you end up working the hip flexors. So we're going to hold up and contract the abdominals. And as you twist, you're going to pull a leg in and contract and squeeze the abs. So instead of lowering down and putting stress on those hip flexors, we're going to keep those abdominals contracted. All right. Sorry, I'm talking. Oh, roll up. Left leg rolls up. No weight. Looks like this. If you want to add a weight, maybe you have a light dumbbell. I used a kettlebell on the last round. Squeeze and lift. Now the left leg. Lift and twist. We're going to do butterfly crunch next. 20 seconds. crunch in. Now remember, when you lower your legs out, don't go to where you arch the back. So you don't have to lower them all the way to the floor. Now, if it hurts raising them, you can keep them down, and you're going to pelvic tilt as you crunch up. So you contract and lower. I think it's easier, not easy is in an easy position, but easier to hold the legs up to keep the abdominals contracted. I find you don't use momentum then, and you keep that lower back in the floor because your legs are up, and that automatically pushes your lower back down. So you contract the lower back, squeeze the abdominals. We got to roll to the right, and we're going to do that top leg knee crunch in as you lift up. Don't drop that leg. And then we're going to roll to the left. Last one. Hyperextensions are next. Take it to a cool down. Cat cow. Take the head out. Pull it out of the turtle shell. Inhale. Now arch the back. Exhale. Round it up. Again. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Take that right arm up in the air. Feel that stretch. Hold it here a minute. Don't be in a rush. We're going to take that left arm and we're going to tuck it under the right. And you're going to come down. Take that right leg out, or that left leg out. Press into that toe. Stretch out the calf as you stretch the shoulder on that right side. You can have the arm tented up. You can have it resting on the floor. Okay, now turn your palm face down on that right arm. Turn it face down and stretch out the shoulder instead of the back here. So you roll in a little bit more, and you should feel that stretch in the front of the shoulder and the side of the shoulder. Now press up with that left, pull that right arm out, pull that left knee in, raise it up, circle it around, drop it behind for a bind, and open up that chest and that shoulder. Bring it back up and lower it down. Deep breath, inhale, cat pose, or cow, sorry. Exhale, cat, round it up. Again, inhale, and exhale, hold it here. Raise that left arm up, open it up. You're gonna take that left arm, tuck it through, and the palm goes up first. Right leg goes back, stretch out that calf. Tent the arm if you want, or lower down onto that forearm. Engage the core, feel that stretch in the back of the shoulders and the back. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate that hand so that that palm goes down. And you're gonna get the shoulder, the front and the side of the shoulder here when you turn that palm face down. Just a little bit different. You're gonna bring that right leg back in, press up onto that right arm, pull that left arm up, circle it around, tuck it behind, open up that shoulder and that chest, feel that stretch across the back and the obliques. Bring it back up, lower it down. Stay here, walk the hands out, keep the butt lifted. I'm gonna have to go back, my dumbbells are in the way. Lower the head to the floor for puppy pose. Stretch out the chest, feel that pull across the shoulders. Ugh, that should feel good. Press into the hands, pull up onto the toes, press back into a downward facing dog. Keep the legs bent, stretch out the glutes and the hamstrings. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna straighten those legs, walk them out if you need to. And then hold them here. Nice downward facing dog. Feel that through the backs of the legs, the hips, the glutes. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Drop those knees to the floor. You're going to pull forward and come down. Hands come to the front. Elbows at the sides. Pull into a sphinx. So it's not about lifting up, it's about pulling out. So it's like you have your hands on your mat, trying to pull your chest through to your hands. Feel that stretch, and then lower it down. Take that right arm out, tent that left hand, roll that left leg over, stretch out the shoulder and the back on that right side. If you want to, you can reach up. You can reach back and try and reach the hands, or you can just take that hand to the back and open up that shoulder and the chest. Bring that left hand back in. Slide that right hand back in. One more time, up. Sphinx pose, and what are you doing? You're pulling forward, right? You're not coming up like this into a cobra. You're pulling forward, like you're pulling your spine long. Lower it down, take that left arm out, roll up over onto that right side, tent those right fingertips up, engage the core. Take the right arm back if you want and try and reach for that left arm, or just keep it back there and open up the shoulders and the chest. Bring that right arm back around. One more time with that cobra. You should have it down now. Hands come to the chest, and you're gonna pull forward like you're pulling that chest forward. Try and pulling it, you're trying to pull it to your hands. Release it down, and you're gonna come up into an upward facing dog. Now feel that stretch in the pelvis and the hips. We're gonna drop the knees to the floor, take the knees wide, and bring the legs, or bring the butt back to the feet. Stretch out the hamstrings, stretch out the glutes. You're gonna take the right hand and you're gonna walk it over to the right. You're gonna cross that left hand over, nice stretch in the obliques and the hips on the left side. And you're gonna take that left hand over, cross that right hand over. Bring it back. You're gonna pull up onto the hands and knees. You're gonna bring that right leg in to a pigeon pose. Now, you wanna stay balanced on that quadricep of that left leg. So, if your right hip is up a little bit, you can bunch up a towel, you can put a ball, you can put a weight, you can put a block, you can put a book, whatever you have there, but you don't wanna roll and flatten out. You wanna keep the hips parallel, all right? So if you can, reach up, and we're gonna twist to the right side, stretch out that hip. Come back around, reach up, and over to the left. Bring it back around. You're gonna come up onto that left toe. You're gonna bring that right leg out to the side. Lower down, reach up and over. Now, round it out a little bit and feel that stretch in the hip and the glute on that right side. If you want to, you can apply a little bit of pressure to that right knee. Roll it back around, and you're gonna come up, lift up, back around, come down, lizard pose, walk that right foot out, turn that toe, drop that knee, come up onto the hands, reach back for that foot, stretch out the quadricep on the left foot, the hip on the right. You want to pull that foot in as you push the foot out. So you want to fight against your hands, stretching out the quadricep of the left leg. Now we're not going to slingshot that foot, so release it gently. Lower that foot to the floor. Come up, pull that left foot in. I'm going to turn and face you and come down into a Malasana squat. If you need a block or something to put under your glutes to sit on, you go right ahead. You want to try and get a flat back here. So your spine, you want to be straight up and down. You want to take those elbows and you want to push them into the knees. We're going to switch and do everything on the left leg now. I'm going to straighten out my towel because I'm going to roll it to the other side. So your hands are going to come down. You'd be back here. You're going to press back into a downward facing dog. Your right leg should already feel different, right? Let's get that left leg. So pull that left leg in. You're in a pigeon pose. If you need to, put that blanket, towel, whatever you have up. You're going to come up, try and keep those hips forward. You're going to turn to the right and stretch out the hip. I don't have as much flexibility on this side. I'm working on it. This is the one that's hurt. Up, and you're going to twist to the other side. And you want to try and stay on that quad. Come back to the front. You're going to come up, take that leg out to the outside. Sorry. Move my towel out of the way. And you're gonna raise up, twist open, feel that stretch in the hip. If you want to, you can add a little bit of pressure. Come back around, all the way up, reach up and over. Lower that leg down to the floor, reach back, grab that foot with that left hand. You want to push into the hand as you pull on the foot, stretch out the quadricep of that right leg. Now, don't slingshot that foot. Gently release it. Lower the foot to the floor. One more time. Come into your Malasana squat. I'm going to turn and face you so you can see. And we're going to do a little bit of a Vinyasa flow here. Stretch out those thighs. You can move them around. It's okay if you're not down on your heels. If you're up on your toes, you'll get there. This is an awesome hip opener. So you're going to take your hands to the floor and you're going to press up. You're going to walk the feet in. Knees are bent. Grab a hold of those hands. Keep a really nice bend in those legs. Feel the stretch down the hamstrings and the glutes. Plant the hands. Deep breath. Inhale. Monkey pose. Keep a flat back. Lower it down. Inhale. Raise all the way up. Arms overhead. Exhale. Fall down. Walk the hands out. Lower down. Chaturanga up. Upward facing dog. What are we doing? We pull the head out of the turtle shell, right? Come up into a down dog. Lift your right leg up. It's not about flinging it up there and opening those hips up. It's about pressing it back. So press that heel of the left foot into the floor and feel that stretch through the calf all the way up. And then press that right foot back. Now you're going to open it up. Turn to the side. Feel that stretch in the obliques, the hip. Pull back to the front. Bring that right leg in. Hold it here. Plant that right foot. Turn the left foot down. Come on up. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. Open up to a warrior two. Fall back. Warrior three. We're going to come forward. Side angle pose. Take the right hand to the floor. Left hand goes up. Now what are we doing? We're not crunching in and looking down. We're pulling that head out of the turtle shell. Flat back, right? If you want to, you can take the arm out. You can take both of the arms out. But make sure you're pulling towards that wall. Whatever feels the most comfortable for you. Come on back up. Warrior two. Straighten out those legs and go into a triangle pose. Again, what are we doing? Head is being pulled out of the turtle shell, right? Turn to the front. Drop that right leg down. Come on up. Low lunge. Set back. Press that foot forward. Hamstring and glute. Come on back up. Press that foot down. Come up. Pull back into a downward facing dog. Walk the feet out. Pedal out those feet. Left leg is going to go up. And remember, you're pressing back. You're pushing into the calf of the right leg, and you're pushing the left leg back. It's not about flinging it up here high. It's about stretching it back, feeling that pull like somebody's tugging on your foot, stretching out your spine and your back and your leg. Now you're going to bend that hip. Drop that leg behind, open it up and stretch out the side of the waist on the left side and the hip. Release it, bring the leg back up. Pull it in, hold it here, and we're going to plant that foot. So plant it between the feet, turn that foot, warrior one, come on up. Inhale, exhale, open to a warrior two. Fall back to a warrior three, inhale. We're gonna fall forward into a side angle pose. So left hand goes down, right hand goes up, or it goes over the head, or both go over, but you're pulling to the left side. So you're not tucking in and rounding and compromising the spine. You're opening up. If that means you're here, but make sure that head is being pulled out of the turtle shell, right? And we're gonna slowly come up, warrior two again. Straighten out those legs, open it up, and you're gonna go into a triangle pose. Again, what are we doing? Straight spine, head is being pulled out of the turtle shell, right? Don't arch that back, feel a nice stretch. Release it, bend that leg, come around, lower down, high lunge. And you're gonna sit it back, press that left leg out, bend over that left leg, feel that stretch in the hamstrings and the glutes. Roll forward, pull back into that downward facing dog. Walk those feet out, pedal them out. Bend the legs, deep breath, inhale, hop forward. Bend legs, hold here. Monkey pose, flat back, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Come up, deep breath, arms overhead. Exhale, fall forward, plant the hands, hop back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Press back into a down dog. Press the heels into the floor. Deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Again. And exhale. Bend the legs, hop forward. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, roll all the way up. Arms overhead. Pull down to the front. Exhale. That was your workout for the day. That was all three parts. If you piece them together, it was pretty long. Otherwise, you can do them in sections. Please remember to thumbs up my videos, subscribe to my channel, and share it with some friends. Thank you and have a good day.